We begin in child pose. Stretch your fingers as far forward as you can and let your tailbone drop down towards your heels. There's 3 breaths here. Long inhale and long exhale, really lengthening through your spine. Inhale and exhale. Take 1 more long inhale, spreading your ribs, and exhale. Walk your fingers all the way around to your right side, and on your exhale, push down through your left arm, left baby finger, left shoulder. Inhale again, and this time on your exhale, push your right hand down and open up your left side. Stretch left hand far away. Walk your hands back through center, all the way to your left side. Breathing in. On your exhale, push down through the right side of your body, arcing out your right ribs. Inhale, and on this next exhale, push down left hand and send right hand up and further along to the left hand corner. Walk your fingers back to center. Take a breath in here. On your exhale, come onto your hands and knees, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. So exhale into cat stretch. Inhale, release, send your collarbones forward. Exhale again, rolling your belly up through cat stretch, stretching between shoulder blades and sacrum. Inhale, open up. Exhale again for your 3rd time and really stretch through the whole of your back body. Inhale, come back to square 4-point kneeling. On your next breath, you're going to send your left hand forward and your right foot back, as far as you can, finding balance between your right hand and your left knee on the mat. Exhale, come into cat stretch. Bring your left elbow to your ribs and right knee to chin. Inhale, extend. Exhale, cat stretch, roll your spine again. Inhale and extend far forward as you can, far back as you can. Exhale this time, cat stretch. We're holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to 4-point kneeling and rest for 1 breath, child pose. Right hand forward, left leg back. Keep your foot flexed at the back there. On your exhale, you're going to bring your left knee to your chin and your right elbow to right rib. Inhale, extend, flat back. Exhale, belly to spine, roll your spine to cat stretch. Inhale, stretch it all the way through again. And this time exhale, lots of tummy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to 4-point kneeling and then rest, child pose. Keep those fingers stretched forward. Inhale, come back to hands and knees, turn your toes under and sink your tailbone back to your heels, stretching inner sole of your feet and the neck of each toe. Lift that to a soft version of down dog where your knees are bent and your heels are lifted. Long through your back, eye line to your knees. Hold this. On your next breath, maybe lengthen down through your right heel and bend left. And then change, lengthen through left heel, lift right off. Bend both knees and then maybe softly lengthen through both legs, stretching Achilles and calf. Inhale and walk your feet forward to your hands. Inhale, open up, stretching forward, Uttanasana B. Exhale, Uttanasana, this is your forward bend. We're unrolling up through your spine, adding a little shoulder loop at the top. Inhale, up. Exhale as they go back. Inhale, lift your hands, high mountain, and bring them back to heart center or Samasthiti. We'll move to Surya Namaskar A, Sun Salute A. Inhale, hands come up, look at the sky. Exhale, forward bend, Uttanasana. Inhale, open up, Uttanasana B. Exhale, walk your feet back to plank. Inhale, you can take your knees down and release your toes. Glide your hips forward and slowly come to the floor, elbows moving towards your ribs, all the way down to the floor. Inhale, lift up and let your collarbones stretch forward for cobra. On your exhale, come to your hands and knees, and then child pose for resting 3 breaths. Inhale, exhale, and 2, and 3. Turn your toes under, we come back to down dog. Inhale, and we're going to walk your feet forward all the way to your hands. Open up, Uttanasana B. Exhale, Uttanasana, and unroll your spine vertebra by vertebra. Add your shoulder loop, inhale, exhale, inhale to the top. Come back to Samasthiti, take a full breath. Inhale up, second round. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, open. Exhale, walk your feet back to plank again. Inhale, take your knees down, release your feet and come to the floor. Elbows grazing your ribs. Pushing the mat away, lift up again to cobra and then back either to child pose or down dog for 3 breaths. Long inhalation, long exhalation. When you're ready, move forward to forward bend. Open up. Exhale, Uttanasana, and unroll your spine to come all the way to the top, adding your shoulder loop up, back. Hands can lift up and then come to heart center, Samasthiti. We're coming to Utkatasana, your seated warrior. Inhale, lift. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, open up, Uttanasana B. Exhale, walk your feet back to plank and then to down dog. Our first forward bend is crescent lunge. Lift your right leg behind you, bring your knee to your chest, cat stretch. Place it down between your hands and lift up. Your back left toes are on the ball of your foot. Slightly bent left knee. We're holding for 3 breaths through crescent lunge. Take those hands down either side of your right leg, plank, and then down dog. Lift your left leg, cat stretch to bring knee in. Place it down between your hands. Lift up crescent lunge on the left leg. Your right knee slightly bent. Heel and ball of foot in alignment at the back. Lift your heart center. Knee above ankle on your supporting leg. Come back to plank. Take your knees down, release your feet, and slowly come down to the floor. Inhale, lift up again for cobra, just to stretch your back. Exhale, take 3 breaths. And child pose. And 2. And 3. Turn your toes under, come back to down dog. And on your next inhale, walk your feet forward to your hands. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale, Utkatasana, that's seated warrior again, looking up and grow into your hands. Come back to Samasthiti, 1 breath rest. Utkatasana, second round. Exhale, forward bend Uttanasana. Inhale, open up, looking forward. Exhale, walk both feet back to plank and then come to down dog. This time we're coming into warrior 1. Left hand flat on the floor. Left toes turn out, right leg comes forward and you open up. Now press down the outside edge of your left foot. Keep bringing your left hip forward and your right hip back. Open up to warrior 2, so you're bringing your left ribs back as if you've got a wall behind you. Keep your right knee bent. We're moving to Parsvakonasana. Bring your right hand to the inside of your right calf or bring your elbow to your knee. Lift left hand and hold. Come back to warrior 2. Reverse your warrior. Left hand down the back of your left leg. Stretch far away with your right hand, opening up right side body. Stretch your right leg and come back to prepare for Trikonasana. Right hand down, we're coming to this triangle pose. You can either bring your right hand to your shin or to the inside of your calf. Left hand stretches above you. Choose the best place for your eye line. And then you're going to turn to face the long right edge of your mat. Open up, both feet pointing forward. and hands extend up. Interlink your hands behind you, and we're coming for Prasarita C, wide-legged forward bend. Let your hands be heavy as they move towards the floor on the outside of your head. And breathe into this big stretch. Coming all the way up, move to your front right leg and bring it back to plank. And back to down dog. Warrior on your other leg. Left leg comes forward, right foot down, and both hands are coming up. Find a lift through your heart center. Push down with the long edge of your back foot. Open up to Warrior Two. Left hand forward, left knee bent, right leg straight, and hold. Parsvakonasana. Let your left hand come to the inside of your left calf, right hand to the sky, hold. Come back to Warrior Two. Take your right hand back along your right leg and stretch to bring your left hand over. Stretch your left leg. Prepare for Trikonasana, triangle pose. Left hand down, either to shin or to the inside of your calf. Right hand up. Come back. Both legs now facing the long right side of your mat. Wide-legged forward bend. Prasarita C, interlink your palms. Inhale. On your exhale, folding right over, hands are heavy, opening through the pectoral muscles of your shoulders and upper chest. Bend towards the left leg and bring your left leg back to plank. Both knees down, release your toes, and we're coming once more to the floor. And come to a little lift for Cobra, as if you're pushing the mat away and activating serratus. Come back to Child Pose, and you deserve your 3 breaths here. And 2. And 3. Toes turn under, we meet in down dog. Walk your feet forward to your hands, open up for Uttanasana B, and exhale once more into a forward bend. Coming to Utkatasana, that's your seated warrior. Bend your knees and lift up to stretch your arms. Spiral towards your left side. Hands are at your heart center. Take a breath in. And then open up. Send your left hand back and your right hand forward. See if you can keep your hips square to the front of your mat and your eye line to your back hand. Coming back to Utkatasana, lifting your hands and then folding down. To the other side, Utkatasana, seated warrior. Hands come to heart center in prayer. Spiral to your right side. Take a breath here and then open out. Right hand to the back of the room, left hand to the front. See if you can keep your hips square again. Eye line to the back hand. Swing your right hand down and lift to Utkatasana and then fold forward into your forward bend. Inhale once again, Utkatasana. Hands come to your heart center. Spiral to your left and straight away open these arms out to expand. Breathing in. Bring the outside of your right hand to the outside of your left knee. Hold here. Maybe you want to try a little bit harder and bring your right leg back to the full extension of this pose. Come back to Utkatasana. Hands to heart center. Spiral to your right. Left hand forward, right hand back. Outside of your left hand to the outside of your right knee. Breathing in. Hold that. And if you want to take it further, take your left leg back and hold the full extension of your pose. Utkatasana sees you lift up and unfold to a forward bend. Take your feet a little bit wider and breathe in. You're going to step your right leg all the way back. We're now looking at runner's lunge. You can take your right knee down, open your left toes and left knee, and slowly come forward. Maybe your elbows can come to the ground. Maybe you just stay with your hands on the ground, but breathe into this big stretch through your right hip flexor and your left turn out. Come back. Come back to kneeling on your right leg bring your hands to heart center. Left knee is bent. Coming to prayer, twist. Bring your right hand over that left knee, left hand to the sky. Inhale. You're going to step back with your right leg to your forward bend. This time, left leg steps back. Take your left knee down, release your toes, turn your right toes out and right knee out. Walk your hands forward to your elbows, runner's lunge on your right leg. Hold. Soften with your breath. Come back. So you're kneeling on your left knee, hands come into prayer. Spiral, bring your left elbow outside your right knee, stretch your right hand up to the sky, and there's your deep twist for 1 and 2 and 3. Bring your left leg into your forward bend. Inhale, open up. Exhale and fall down. Coming out of this, unrolling your spine with your little shoulder loop. And we're coming to tree pose. Lift your right leg, bend your knee and bring your hands around your knee. Pull it up to your chest. Then you're going to bring your right sole of foot to your left inner thigh. Let your right knee turn out, hands to heart center. And then lift them high above your head if you feel balanced in this place. And change. Right foot down. Left knee into your chest. Both hands clasp your left knee and bring it up higher. Take your left knee out to the side and bring the left sole of your foot into your right inner thigh. Hands to heart center. And if you're happy, lift them high above your head. Grow your tree. And bring your hands back to your heart center and release the pose. Bend your knees, come to Utkatasana and bring your hands to heart center. Lift onto the ball of your foot. Open your knees wide and see if you can find Bakasana, crow, just a little balance. Knees grip the outside upper arms and you lift up to hold. Come back to Malasana, our goddess squat. Breathing in here. Take your tailbone down and open your legs as you sit on the floor for a wide-legged forward bend on the floor. Stretch your hands forward and just let your breath and your body and gravity bring you down. Walk your hands all the way to your right side and see if you can make sure your left hip stays on the ground, left sit bone. Right hand can now come to the inside of your right knee as you uncurl and stretch your left hand up, hold. Bring your left hand down, walk your hands all the way to your left leg. Left hand on the outside, right hand on the inside, and see if you can pull down through your right hip and sit bone. Now bring your right hand to the inside and stretch up with your right hand, left hand down. And 2. Walk your hands all the way back to your forward bend and hold. Inhale. Come to face the front of your mat in your seated position. Dandasana, your staff pose. Bring your hands down to the outside of your hips and see if you can use your arms to straighten your back. Inhale, lift up, and we're folding forward, Paschimottanasana. Choose to bring your eye line to your knees and lengthen through your spine. Inhale, lift up. Slowly unroll to your mat. Your knees are bent and your feet are flat on the floor, and you're just holding this place. We're curling up for Setu Bandhasana Bridge. Inhale and lift through your pelvis all the way up. Hold. On your exhale, coming down through sternum, ribs, hips. We'll take it again, breathing in. On your exhale, lift up and curl up. This time, interlink your palms underneath you and press the outside side edge of your hands to the floor. Find an even higher place for bridge. Release your hands and exhale through your ribs, waist, hip. Bring your knees into your chest so you feel your whole spine on the floor. Open your hands nice and wide. Take your knees to the left and look over to your right. In a supine twist, letting your whole spine soften, thinking of right shoulder and right rib coming to the floor. Inhale, knees back to your chest. Take them over to your right side and look to your left. And hold. Pressing down left shoulder, left rib. Inhale. Bring your knees once more to your chest. Bring your hands over your knees and curl yourself up into a little ball, head to knees, knees to head. You're going to release this to Shavasana, corpse pose. Let your breath go and find some rest.